Hello everyone, I'm in Chelsea, Quebec, just outside of Ottawa, here at a facility called Camp Fortune. Well, it doesn't look like it's really running today, does it? Not the case. In fact, they've actually reinvented this whole area. It's a 100-year-old ski resort, as mentioned, just north of Ottawa and Gatineau. It's technically in Gatineau, really, of the greater Gatineau region. About a 20-minute drive from downtown Ottawa. Why am I here today? It's because they have a brand new in 2021 pipeline coaster that I'm going to ride today and also give you an on-ride POV. This is a vast facility that has a lot to do for families, and I've come unprepared for my visit today, which is why I'm definitely going to be coming back in a future visit. This place features a massive obstacle course, two massive zip lines that go across a valley, which I'll get coverage of later. Sadly, I'm not going to go on those today, as you have to do a lot of work to sign the waivers, get all geared up, get up there. It actually disembarks from the same spot as the pipeline coaster as well. But I'm going to give you a full idea of the facility here with a little help from some of the staff. I want to give a big thank you and a shout out to the staff here as well and the management for the complimentary admission to the pipeline coaster today. So we'll give you a little bit of an on-ride POV of that and also set you up for what will be a much bigger visit later on in the summer here at Camp Fortune. Park dates 100 years ago as a ski resort, but this new setup with the obstacle course and adventure and mountain biking that goes on behind me as well has only been the last couple of years that they've had this going on. I'd say about from interactions from earlier with some of the staff, it sounds like for the better part of like 15 odd years that this has been going on here. So come along. It's Camp Fortune for the first time. Let's go to that pipeline coaster and give you a review.
Basically, this is where people sign in for the coaster, check in. We have Elise here. She gets someone's name, checks off their name. They walk through after she explains some rules. It's pretty straightforward. Will fasten your seatbelt. We don't want anyone to touch the seatbelt. We have a lever, so always have two hands on the lever. It's pretty straightforward too. Push forward to go, pull back to slow down. We don't want anyone stopping on the track, so never pull back to a complete stop. Keep your limbs in the cart, don't extend any of your limbs. Tie your hair, no loose clothing, don't indulge too much. This is our third year open, so we originally opened pretty much during the height of the pandemic lockdown. And in Ottawa, in the surrounding area, there wasn't a whole lot to do. So the timing was pretty good for us. A lot of people came to the area to ride the coaster because not a lot was happening.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And how's it been since it's opened?
It's been good.
What do you think
really
of the What do you think of the ride itself?
It's a good ride. Like the first time you do it, your stomach will really drop. It goes up to 40 kilometers an hour, so that's quite the speed. Especially like you're in the trees, they're just buzzing right by you.
So there's 30 toboggans in total.
We have 29 right now. Basically, we can keep 18 at the top. So we cycle through, we pick them up from down here, carry them to the chair. We have hooks, so we hook it onto the chair. They get brought up, and the staff up top take them off and put them back onto the track.
It's a full manual operation. I love it.
It sure is.
And how much do the toboggans weigh, since you have to do that for every go?
They're about 80 pounds, but we're never lifting them off the ground.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they got wheels. Okay, that makes more sense. So we won't feel any like major altitude sickness while going up this lift.
No, but I'm from Saskatoon originally, and the first time I came out here, I was driving around in the Gatineau Park where we are, and my ears popped.
What is this region known as? Just Chelsea? Is it Meech Lake? Because I noticed that that's just down the road, and
Yeah,
from
so
when I was
we're
a
in the
kid.
Chelsea municipality, which is quite spread out. Basically goes from the southernmost portion is in Chelsea, like the main part of Chelsea, even a bit south of that, and it goes all the way up almost to Wakefield, which is the next town north, which is also a very nice place to go visit. It's right on the Gatineau River. Lots of patios.
So we're in a provincial park technically, right? Or is it a...
Neither. We're not in a national park or provincial park. This is owned by the National Capital Commission, who owns Parliament Hill and Le Breton Flats, where hopefully the Sens will get a new rink.
So is this a historically significant area then because of that? Or is it just, it so happens that they wanted a park near Parliament?
This hill is actually over 100 years old. We had our 100th year anniversary in 2020. So it's been around for a long time. Before that, there was lots of logging in the area, like the Gatineau Park, what it is today, and the Gatineau River. So there's 4 operational chairlifts in the winter with I think there's a 5th T-bar. I haven't seen it open in a few years, but yeah, there's lots of ground to cover.
And how many runs in total then? This would be for people that are actually curious.
That's a good question. I know there's 20 plus.
Okay, so 20 plus runs, yeah. It looks challenging, like just looking at this hill, like it looks like a gigantic mogul course in a way. And I wouldn't take those moguls if you're not experienced, because those trees right at the end, you might hit that. So on the other side there, is that also part of the facility?
Yeah, so that tower there is where the second ziplining tower is. So we'll see the first one shortly.
We got our stop as we
help somebody on or off.
Yeah. If you've been to a ski hill before, you've definitely seen this happen, but we're stopped perfectly to actually get a shot of someone coming down, but I don't think we're gonna get that. So the most fascinating thing that I've read about this coaster already is that its sections are removable.
Anything that's sticking out of the tree line we take out. In the wintertime, it's all fenced off, so nobody can get in there and get any bad ideas.
So anything in the trees is permanent essentially? Or?
Yeah, it can be taken out, but we leave it up.
Okay. So could the whole thing then be taken out, like if you needed to?
I imagine so.
That's awesome. And that's it, we've arrived.
You could probably walk up and get a shot.
Oh, there they go.
Alright, we can look the bar up now. So in 3, 2, 1, go!
There we go.
Alright. Have a good ride.
Thanks.
This is actually a really good opportunity if you want.
Let me know which one's the good side.
Doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist either.
Doesn't exist. I just say that to make myself feel better.
These guys are getting all geared up for their zip line journey here, which we're not actually doing today because we didn't prepare for that. They have 2 massive lines. So these are connected, right?
Yeah, so there's 2 really big lines, and there's a 3rd shorter one, followed by a drop you can jump off of.
Oh.
You're harnessed in.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to deal with the liability waiver for that. How long is this run?
2,500 feet.
2,500 feet?
Second one will be 1,500. And then a little baby 500 footer at the end that leads you right up to the jump station. So the jump stations are 40-foot drop.
Oh, sweet, sweet. So how, here, nice math question. From this point to the bottom of the descent or the jump, how many feet combined?
That'd be 4,500.
4,500?
Yep.
There we go.
How many meters?
I don't know.
That's not fair.
That's the wrong measurement.
Check, log check. Great. Alright. Harness good. Helmet good. Good. Come on, no.
Can I get safety checks down there, please? Facing forward, function test. Squeeze track. No twisting. Lanyard, handlebars, legs, hips, and shoulders. Awesome. Give your head a shake for me. Perfect.
Hips good. Nice.
Ready? We're launching in 3, 2, 1. Zip line.
sound never gets old.
I love it.
It sounds amazing.
And then it'll slow you down. It'll tension the more that you go in. It'll tension more. And then we also have a backup set of springs as well at the end that compress if you do hit
If you go too far.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
So it's just double safe.
I didn't even know that actually had a safety mechanism on it. I thought it was just completely manual, like you had to brake yourself.
No, yeah, it's like
only for
the one at left edge is like the hand behind it to slow yourself down, but this, no, it's all, you just hang onto the handlebars, get into a little ball when you're at the bottom, and it does the braking for you.
How about you ready to go whenever you're ready?
All right, just push forward and we're off.
Push forward with that.
All right, here we
Have
go.
fun. They'll do it for you.
Oh my! Oh way! Oh! Oh my days! I gotta pay attention to the instructions better. Oh, that's the finish line. That was the worst finish ever, eh?
How was that?
That was sweet. No braking until the end when it counted the most. All right, well that is the descent on the mountain coaster here at Camp Fortune done. That was actually a really solid course. And as per instructions, you can take it at full speed all the way down. There was some signage there for 20 kilometers an hour. I would recommend, if you're not into sort of like a high intensity, worried about maybe falling off of the ride, that you should probably brake, because it definitely carried a lot of speed. A lot more speed than the coaster up in my area, Blue Mountain, which is a different design. Really good ride. Actually, I'd say that that's probably one of the best mountain coasters I've ever been on. It's a pipeline style, so it's a little bit different than, say, what you get with those more automated systems. But yeah, that took the course really well. I love that zigzagging in through the trees towards the bottom of the course where you picked up a lot of speed. A couple of great turns into the actual ski run, and a couple of excellent tunnels as well. That diving drop right into the final tunnel, probably the best part of the ride, I'd say. Yeah, that was great. We are now on a four-wheeler because we're going to go check out the obstacle course and what else Camp Fortune has on their premises here. So enjoy the ride. Sight of obstacles. There we go. As you can see, the helmet's still on here. It's actually massive.
Yeah.
It goes all the way on this side, and then, like, is there more down over there too?
It's not deep, but
Yeah. the playground of my youth. A lot of crazy cool footbridges and stuff in here. And you actually are getting up to a height of almost like 40 feet in some areas of this obstacle course.
Think about it.
I'll wait for you to jump first and then I'll jump.
You jump, I jump.
Abby, I want to put myself in. Go?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I forgot to do that.
What about like you?
How much is that?
Me? 25 minutes.
5 minutes?
What about 25?
25 minutes.
12? Yeah. 12. So that's the record, 12 minutes.
12 minutes. Well, we'll have to come and shoot you doing that one day, actually.
right.
Yeah, to see if that record actually holds.
Yeah, I better see you back here.
Oh yeah, we're
He's got to
coming.
break it
Yeah,
before.
I
Yeah.
gotta break the record first. I'm not nowhere near it.
We could bring the GoPro out and do trials and have like a top 5.
Yeah,
Get your
get
best.
you to try.
Yeah.
Time.
Well, that's it. When I'm coming back, I'm doing this course. I want to do it under 2 hours.
It's a fellow named Max. I don't know if he's here, but his picture's everywhere.
Yeah, he's the Camp Fortune guy, the poster guy.
Is he got the record?
Yeah.
12 minutes.
He's the
That's
12-minute guy.
12 minutes
Yeah.
through this whole course.
And he was saying the average is.
I'd say
2 hours.
An hour 45 to 2 hours. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I got to see that because I couldn't see you doing this in a half an hour, or at least me. That's for sure.
Also, when you work here all this time, you kind of get used to it, kind of know the tricks, you know.
You kind of know what to anticipate as well.
Exactly. Know the best way to do everything and the fastest way, and
Shortcuts.
yeah, shortcuts. Basically, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheats.
We'll get those for you next time too.
Yeah.
For anybody at home that wants a nice shortcut.
Have you been here?
Well, we're in the car park to film a little bit of a wrap-up of our day here. Fantastic. Can't wait to come back to Camp Fortune for another visit where I'm going to do the full facility next time. I'd say this is a full day park, to be honest, if you're coming with the family. The obstacle course, as mentioned, would be 2 to 4 hours. You got the zip line experience, which is going to be an hour. And then, of course, the pipeline coaster, mountain biking, and trails to hike as well. So, yeah, get down here, a real full package, and a fantastic mountain coaster at that. As I said, so fast. Just taking those turns in the course where it was really exceptional and probably one of the best in the country. It's not the tallest, but yeah, it definitely carries some good speed and it was exciting. Get down here. Thanks for dropping in.